Hello, second grade. This is your math for Tuesday, December 15th, 2020. Today you'll need lesson 4.10 out of your book and a pencil. Make sure you have those pages ready and a pencil, and we'll begin. All right, let's write our name at the top. The date is 12-15-20. Please read the lesson with me. Algebra. Write equations to represent addition. Essential question. How do you write a number sentence to represent a problem? We're going to be using a bar model today with two parts and the whole at the bottom. That means the large number or the big number down below. We're also going to be writing in sentence form. That means we're going to be writing equations in a row or from side to side. Listen to my story. There are 15 children on the bus. Then 9 more children get on the bus. How many children are on the bus now? Let's write the numbers. Notice how on my bar I have a larger part and a small part. If my numbers are 15 and 9, which number is bigger, 15 or 9? 15 is. So let's write the bigger number in the bigger part. And then 9 more children get on the bus. Now, if I add those together, I should get this number down below, the whole or the large number, the big part. Let's write 15 plus 9 in a sentence form. "15 plus 9 equals what?" If you don't know what 15 plus 9 is, how could you solve it? I'm listening. Okay, this is what I would do. Because I have a 2-digit number, which is larger, and a larger single-digit number, I'm going to put it in column form. Make sure your ones line up. Then I'll add my ones. 9 plus 5, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. My number's 14, so I carry the 1, write the 4 down below. Then I'll add the tens column. 1 plus 1 is 2. 15 plus 9 is 24. 24. I could also, if I needed to, draw a model for 15 and 9. 15 is a bar and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. And 9 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could pretty easily make a 10 by doing one more there. So I'm going to steal a 1, put it down here, make a 10. Now I know I have 2 10s and 1, 2, 3, and 4 ones left over. That would be another way, wouldn't it? All right, let's move on. We're on number 210. 210. Let's do model and draw. You can write a number sentence to show a problem. Sandy has 16 pencils. Nancy has 13 pencils. How many pencils do the two girls have? Let's write it in sentence form. 16 plus 13 equals what? Well, it's really hard to add in sentence form. I mean, I could do it. I could add the ones place, 6 plus 3. That would make 9. And I could add the tens place. 1 plus 1 is 2. But if that's too hard for me to see, I can always do it in column form. See what they did? You can either think it in your mind or even write it on the paper. Write it in column form. 16 pencils plus 13 pencils equals 29 pencils. The two girls have 29 pencils. Write a number sentence for the problem. Use a box for the missing number, then solve. Read number 1 with me, please, second grade. Carl sees 25 melons at the store. 15 are small and the rest are large. How many melons are large? He sees how many altogether? 25. So that will go at the end of my sentence. Equals 15 are small plus some or the rest are large. If I have 15, how do I get to 25? Well, I can see here that I'm counting by tens, right? 15 plus 10 more equals 25. I could put it in column form to see it. Just make sure I'm right. There's that box. 5 plus 0, does that equal 5? Sure does. 1 plus 1 equal 2? Then I know I'm right. 15 plus 10 equals 25. How many are large? 10 large melons. Excuse me. All right, let's move on to number 2. 83 people went to a movie on Thursday. 53 of them were children and the rest were adults. How many adults were at the movies? If we know that the whole number is 83 and that we want to minus 53 of them, that will tell us how many were the rest. That is a subtraction sentence we could use to find out. Or the related addition fact would be 53 plus how many equals 83. Now, notice here, friends, that I have the same digit in the ones place, right? A 3 and a 3. That tells me I can count by tens. Let's start at 53 and count by tens to 83 and see what we get. Say 53, 63, 73, 83. If my numbers represent tens, how many do I have? 10, 20, 30. (83 minus 53 equals 30, and 53 plus 30 equals 83. These are related, aren't they? Let's do 53 plus 30 in the box, right? That's the one we had to find out, equals 83. How many were adults? 30. That was the number we were trying to find. All right, friends, let's move on. On your own. Write a number sentence for the problem. Use a box for the missing number, then solve. Read with me, please. Chris and his friends went to the zoo. In the reptile house, they saw 9 snakes and 14 lizards. How many reptiles did they see? 9 plus 14 equals, we don't know, do we? Let's write it in column form to see if that helps us. 9 plus 14 equals, let's add the ones. 9 plus 4 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Carry the 1, drop the 3. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 9 plus 14 equals 23. There were 23 reptiles. Let's go on. Number 4. Jake had some stamps. Then he bought 20 more stamps. Now he has 56 stamps. How many stamps did Jake have to start? All right, Jake had some. We don't know what that is. Then he bought 20 more, so plus 20. And now he has 56. Blank plus 20 equals 56. Some means we don't know. 20 and 56. All right. I'm going to have to use maybe subtraction to help me with my addition. I have to work backwards. So let's start with 56 minus 20 equals that number. Now, if I had my hundreds chart, I could find the number 56, then jump back up 20. I could jump back up the column. Let's start at 56 and then count back by tens to 20. Okay, here we go. 56, 46, 36. If each finger represents 10, I just subtracted 20. My answer is what I say. Let's try it again. Say 56, 46, 36. My number is 36. So if 56 minus 20 equals 36, then 36 plus 20 equals 56. Let's do that really quickly on my hundreds chart. Just a moment, let me grab it. Okay, let's find 56. Now let's hop back up the column. Okay, we're going to count by tens. We have to subtract 20. Here we go. 10, 20. There's my 36. So my answer is 36 stamps. Let's do the hot problem together today, friends. Amy has 19 daisies in a bunch. Keisha has 12 more daisies than Amy. How many daisies do Keisha and Amy have? Well, if Amy has 19, let's write that. Amy has 19. Keisha has 12 more daisies than Amy, so she has 19 plus 12 more. Amy has 19, but Keisha has 19 plus 12 more because it says Keisha has 12 more daisies than Amy did. Let's figure out what Keisha has. And then we can figure out how much they have all together. So we have 2 steps to this problem. Are you ready? Okay, let's figure out Keisha's number first. 19 plus 12. So 19 plus 12. Here we go. 9 plus 2. 9, 10, 11. Carry the 1. Put the other one down below for 11. Now let's add the tens place. 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus 1 more is 3. Now I know that Keisha has 31. Okay? This is Keisha's number. This is Amy's number. Amy has 19. Keisha has 31. All right. Let's write our first sentence that we had to compute and figure out. 19 plus 12 equals 31, right? That's the first equation we had to figure out. Now we're going to have to add again because they're asking us how many daisies do Keisha and Amy have together. So let's add 19 plus 31. Are you ready? Here we go. 19 plus 31. Let's write it down here. 19 plus 31. Okay? Here we go. Let's add the ones. 9 plus 1 is 10. Carry the 1, drop the 0. 3 plus 1 equals 4. Plus 1 more, 5. 50. So 19 plus 31 is 50. So how many daisies do they have all together? Doody-doody-doody-doo. They have 50. That's right. Good job doing the hot problem with me today, kids. Let's look on the back together. Read about the field trip, then solve the problems. Read with me, please. Last week, our class went to the park. We counted the plants and animals. We saw 26 oak trees and 14 maple trees. We also saw 13 cardinals and 35 blue jays. Let's use this information to solve. How many birds did the class see at the park? They saw 13 cardinals and 35 blue jays. So now let's use that information to do our writing. Let's do 13 plus 35. Now let's add the ones place. What's 5 plus 3? 8. What is 3 plus 1? 4. How many birds did they see at the park? 48. All right, let's do the hot problem, second graders. Let's challenge ourselves today. Number 7. Compare the number of trees and the number of birds that the class saw. The word compare means they want us to compare them, like what is the difference between the two? How many more or how many less are they from each other? So the first thing we need to know is how many there are of each. Have we already found out the birds number? We know that there are 48 birds altogether. Let's find out how many trees there are altogether. Then we can compare the two numbers. So again, we're going to have two computations that we're going to have to figure out. There were 26 oak trees and 14 maple. So let's write 26 plus 14. Let's figure out how many trees there were. What is 6 plus 4? 10. Carry the 1, drop the 0. What is 2 plus 1? 3 plus 1 more? 4. There are 40 trees. I'm just going to write that here so I can remember. There are 40 trees and 48 birds. They want us to compare them. We're going to use the symbol greater than, less than, or equal to compare. Remember, if we pretend this is a mouth, the mouth is always facing the larger number because it's a hungry Pac-Man. It wants to eat the big number. If I start with the number 48, and then I write 40 on the next line, what would my sign have to be? 48 is greater than 40. So I would write this sign. 48 is greater than 40. See how it's opened up to the bigger number? Read it with me one more time. 48 is greater than 40. All right, we're on the home stretch. Let's do our test prep. Number 8. Mr. Walton baked 54 cookies last week. He baked 38 cookies this week. How many cookies did he bake in the 2 weeks? Well, let's add in column form, remember. 54 plus 38. Are you ready to add? Let's add the ones. What's 8 plus 4? It's 12. Carry the 1, drop the 2 for 12. Now let's add the tens column. What's 5 plus 1? 6. Plus 3 more. 7, 8, 9. 92. He baked 92 cookies in 2 weeks. Good job, first grade. We'll see you later. I'm sorry, second grade. Sorry.